Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends beyond the binary, hello and welcome. I'm Kristi. It's Monday and it's the stream and it's not Doom. We've had a lot going on today, and I didn't feel mentally up to the task of just killing 6 billion demons. So I should probably read that comic, which, as much as I've been fucking saying that name over the course of the last few weeks, I'll get around to it, I'm sure. I got around to Homestuck. This can't be worse. But, so we're going to play some Hardspace Shipbreaker here in just a little bit, which I'm rather excited to do. I've been playing this off-stream, and while I don't think it could withstand like a full playthrough, I think one will be fine. It'll be a nice little chill time, and then we'll get back to all the demon murdering later. Before we talk about that, though, I want to talk to you about the current civil rights movement going on in America. I want to talk to you about how Black Lives Matter and Indigenous lives matter and the lives of people of color matter. Protests are continuing in this country, as they have been for the last 100 plus days. Movement is being made, and that's wonderful. For it to continue to be made, we all need to continue to be pulling together. So while we are grateful for any money you choose to throw at us through bits and subscriptions, thank you very much. If you have a great excess of money, and it's okay if you don't, but if that's something you have access to, we ask that you find a way to contribute to Black Lives Matter, to protests for Black and brown people getting equal treatment under law, basic human rights and dignity, and other things that we shouldn't have to be protesting for. If you bang donate in the chat, there will be some links to places that we think are helpful, but if you have a way to get supplies to local protesters in your area, please do that thing. If it is safe for you to sign petitions, please do that. It doesn't take a lot of time. This is the only time I'm going to harp on this particular one, but vote? Could you go vote? I understand that a lot of people are looking at the upcoming presidential election and saying, all of that looks stinky, and you're not wrong. But even if that's something you don't want to engage with, please learn about your local elections, city council people and Congress people, senators. More change will be done from the ground up than it ever will by trying to shake around the people at the top. So you got some time. Please register to vote and do that thing. That's that. Let's get into Hardspace Shipbreaker. I hope that nothing breaks. So here's the thing. I've been having some... I'm gonna tamp myself down a little bit. I feel like I'm yelling. I've been having some trouble with my computer, and it's a variety of things. But one of the things that it was is that I had no free space on my C drive. So I was like, okay, well, I'll delete a bunch of stuff, and I have a hard drive that I haven't done anything with. And so I'll just move a bunch of stuff over to there. And one of the things that I moved over to there was the that still says rip and tear, is all the images I use for stream stuff, and it didn't occur to me that that would break literally my entire overlay until I opened up OBS 10 minutes ago. So I've been fixing that. Katie apparently just made the best Ninja Turtles reference. Oh, very TMNT 87 Casey Jones voice. Contact your lawmakers. Remember how Casey Jones used to sound like Charlton Heston for no reason? I'm just gonna crank that, and I know you're hearing the sound. It's just the splash screens that are going off right now. I need to point the game capture at the Hardspace window so that will be big and visible. Visible's also good. Oh, there it is. Little too big. Let's make that smaller. We're just gonna crank that down. How's the sound in relation to my voice? Does that sound okay for everyone? Alma says local elections are so important, especially now as schools being reformed to deal with the new reality, and the sort of person who uses school board election to seize power over children are absolutely giddy with their new capabilities. Yes. Go find out about people and make sure that we have as many correct people as we possibly can in positions. 'Cause fuck. We are going to... Oh, there we go. Is that me? Did I do that correctly? Yeah. So, in this game, we are a shipbreaker. That is a person who, as the things I've been saying... Oh, that's off too. Hang on. There we go. We are someone who takes big ships and cuts them into tiny pieces for scrap and salvage. It's dangerous work. It's technically well-paying. The problem is that we are kind of owned by the company, Lynx, that has us working out in zero-G in the environs around Earth, and we have to buy and rent everything from the company, so we make a lot, but we also are in a great deal of debt, and our long-term goal is to get rid of the debt. Let me just hit career real quick, and we'll jump into something. Also, hi Alma, hi Katie. Hi Mox. Hi, anyone I might have missed. Thank you for showing up. This feels loud. Is it loud? I'm definitely having to raise my voice. Okay, I can just tamp down the menu is particularly loud. The actual game's much quieter. I thought games were supposed to be escapism. No, this is escapism. Eventually you can cut your way out of debt. Where am I at? Can I upgrade any of my equipment right now? Should I upgrade any of my equipment right now, or am I waiting to... No, I've purchased my helmet, so I no longer have to rent my helmet from the company. What else is good to take? What's this? Tether lifetime, cutter laser. Let's just repair you and then head out. Okay, so let's start a shift. Today I learned that Stephen Amell was the last actor to play Casey Jones, and now I want to go dig that up on principle. Really? In what? The second Michael Bay Turtles movie. Oh, dag. They seemed alright. I've not watched them. So as we complete work orders, we have access to... No, I don't want to do that. We get access to bigger ships to cut apart. We're at rank 4 out of 10, I think. 1 is training, so we're not going to do that. But let's start off with something small so y'all can get the idea. These are all the same thing, yeah? Let's go with the Salty Leviathan, then. So it's Void Bastards, but not a direct criticism of the prison industrial slave labor complex. No, this is, it's about the same sort of thrust, but it's kind of just... it's less about prisons and more about... Because we signed up for this job, because it's better than the Earth. The Earth is mostly one giant squalor, and then also Arizona. I don't know why Arizona is different, but it's called out being specifically different. Okay, that's still pretty loud. Well, let's go into the options and we'll just tank down the master audio by like... Oh, it's at 100. Let's just take it down to 50 and see where that puts us. Do you want to save those? Yeah. Yeah, I do. That's why I did it. Is that better? Sounds better. How's that looking for y'all? Because it looks okay on my screen. It looks fine, okay. You're saying it's skipping a little bit? Oh, okay. There's a VSync option, turn that on. I think I've turned VSync off. VSync enabled. Texture quality medium, we're in full screen, the correct resolution. That's not the correct resolution. What are we at, 16 by 9? Really? My settings say 1610. Or 16:9. Well, I'll just do this and see how it goes. So we've got two main tools, which is the grapple, which is what we have here, and the saw. We actually have two kinds of saw. There's the beam pew pew laser, and the one that's I won't be able to show you what it does until it does it, but it makes a line across. And there are some things, like these antennae on top, that are easy to pull off, so we just hit it with the grapple.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
And we can send it down to the salvage barge. That's where, like, furniture and stuff will go. We also have the furnace, where we put scrap metal, basically, and the processor, where we put some more esoteric stuff. The Salty Leviathan was my nickname in high school. That's very good. Oh, Arizona was called out because it was already just a desert. Yeah. It is kind of like Viscera cleanup detail, which is what kind of drew me to it in the first place. I like it in a lot of the same ways I like Viscera cleanup detail. I have trouble saying that Viscera cleanup detail is a fun game, but it's definitely something I like.
Credits transferred.
Because it's very nice to go through and do all the things to get yourself into a working groove and make stuff happen. So that was what we just burned was a cut point. They're labeled in like yellow and black stripes. And that was holding the thrusters onto the ship. So now we can just go up, and if we wanted to, we could just push the thing. But that takes a while because it's much heavier than us. So instead of that, we're going to take our grapple and use tethers to connect one side of it to the barge, and that'll drag it down. It does look like it's jumping a little bit, doesn't it? Is that coming through on stream? Now that I got VSync on, it looks fine. Okay. Just gonna... Oh, wow, yeah. It looks cleaner on stream than it does on my OBS preview, and I don't know why. Same thing over... Oh, no, didn't hold it on there too long. Here we go. So... How are y'all doing? I hope you're having a good day. We had a bit of frustrating time trying to get the dryer fixed today, but It'll be fine. It was just a lot of stuff right now. So you might have noticed the word danger there for a second. Yeah, there it is. So the reason that says danger is because the inside of the ship is still pressurized. And if we cut into the ship while it's still pressurized, it will experience explosive decompression. And the first word of that is important. Stuff will happen and it will be bad, so we're gonna go in via the airlock proper. Mox's day could have been worse. I'm sorry that it wasn't excellent, although I understand why it's not fantastic for your, you and yours right now. We're gonna grab some repair kits. And that'll let us fix our saw and our grappling hook. Oh, we got lucky. There's also canisters of oxygen over here. Normally we gotta buy those, but now they're just provided to us for free. Salvage. Oh, let's decompress the ship so I can get on with doing that. Atmosphere regulator.
Air pressure level decreasing.
And now the ship cabin is depressurized. Hang on, let's get straight up and down. Ooh, is that a maintenance key? Yeah, it is. Come here. You're important. And expensive. Okay. So all that being equal, let's go back outside real quick.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Or actually, let's get this door off so I can see what's happening back here in the engine room. Okay. This looks like a reasonable setup. We got fuel on either side. That's the reactor. It's pretty standard. The thruster is back there behind the guard plate. So what we're gonna do is come over to here. And there should be a switch. But it's not on top. Is it underneath? It's not underneath either. That's interesting. By interesting, I mean worrying. Oh, right, these aren't the big ones, so I don't need to flush them. That's why there's not a switch. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so I don't need to do anything. Let's just go back out the ship and we can pull the thruster out. We can hold control to, like, break ourselves in midair, which is very good. Because there are sometimes places you don't want to go, and sometimes you get into a wrestling match with a big heavy thing. So we'll just pull this cap off. And you can see it says deposit salvage. Oh, whoops. We'll just shoot that off into the distance. Alright. But it does say oxygen critical, and I don't want you to worry about that. We can go back to the master jack up there, which is where our kind of living quarters are, and we can buy oxygen over there. But like I said, there's oxygen canisters on here, and they're not going to do anything with it, and I don't care enough to give it to them.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Especially not when those fuckers are like 5,000 credits a pop. So we're just gonna float back around out here and grab the... How's the FOV? I didn't bother to check that. Let me do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. I do not have an FOV option, unless it's under gameplay. Player voice, data collection, show subtitles, object outline, HUD off, screen shake. Disable background gamepad input, that's probably fine. Vibration, language. Controls don't have it either. Okay, well. I had big dreams of fixing the FOV, but I guess that's not it either. We're just gonna pull that thruster out. That goes down to the barge. So we just tether it down and hope it doesn't hit that other thing. It's fine.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Fantastic. I'm so glad the account credit was applied. So each shift is 15 minutes. Which I like a lot, because it kind of gives you a natural stopping point. You just go in and you, like, break for like 15 minutes, and then if you decide, I'm done with this for right now, you can... It gives you a nice natural stopping place. Hi, Xenon. We're in space. So this is the other big danger thing. So let's get rid of the reactor. But we don't do that by shooting it. Oh no. So here's some more cut points. And these are the ones that are holding the...
You got 5 minutes left in this shift. Knock out that work order before they turn the lights out on you.
There we go.
We were out.
Those are the ones holding the hull of the ship together, so once we cut those apart, we just get these big panels that we can then go throw into the processor. You just heard Weaver. Weaver's our friend, kind of our handler. Taught us everything we knew about tethers. What he also taught us is the second we pull out the reactor here, it's gonna start going critical, and we needed to get down to the neutralizing field before bad stuff happens. So let's do that. We've cut a pretty direct path, so... We just need to send it down. Oh, little too close.
Electrical damage. Note that excess electrical damage has been found to negatively impact long-term job satisfaction.
Alright, well...
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
That didn't go quite the way I wanted. I did get shocked. That's fine. So they're a Dreamweaver? Yeah. I believe he can get me through the shift. And now that we have that done, we might as well finish cutting up the back here. Just gonna push that up. Push it further up. I need to get the lights out because the lights can be salvaged. Come on. Send that back down.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
And we was about to come back to say that we've got a minute left here in about a minute and a half. So let's just snap off some bits. There we go. Alright, we'll just use our thrusters to shove that up a little bit so we have a route out. Grab the light. So, kind of the... Huh. Okay. It's crashed. That's good. So, here's the thing about Hardspace Shipbreaker, the other thing, is that it is in early access. And, sometimes it does this. Sometimes it just shuts down. It's not ideal, but here we are. We'll just crank it back up, I guess.